Get ready for another dictation. 1, 2, 3, start. Doctor who examines you, but as you are a strong, healthy fellow, you should be classed as a first class life. Once the formalities are completed, you will be informed about the acceptance of your policy. Then you will have to pay in your first premium, and as soon as you have done that, your life is insured. Thanking you, yours faithfully. This is the first time that there is such a big gathering of our public sector undertakings. This is the right time to have such a gathering because we are aware of improved situation and the good work that you have done. It is the major effort made by the chairman, the managers and other executives of the public enterprises which has brought about this change. We are meeting at a time when the national morale is high and there is a mood of confidence in the public sector. For the first time, you need no longer be apologetic or on the defensive. Higher production, especially in the public sector, is one of the objectives of our new economic program. We are naturally gratified at the good account you have given of yourself, and I am sincerely hoping that this will be kept up. The economy as a whole has performed very well this year. We have just provided for the biggest increase ever for development in the coming year. The aim in doing so is to take fuller advantage of the positive factors for more dynamic growth that have emerged after 5 years of problems and challenges. When we had to grapple with immediate problems, we are today in a position once again to move forward swiftly along the road of national development. In this task, the public enterprises have a very big part to play. They must not only increase production but also contribute directly to the mobilization of resources. In the last 2 years, public enterprises have generated as much gross internal resources as during the entire fourth plan. This is commendable. I am sure you will continue to justify the nation's confidence. No country in this world can progress or even effectively retain its freedom without a strong industrial base, and such a base cannot be built in a newly freed country without the state initiative. Our public sector is an essential future and dynamic instrument of socialism. This is precisely why it has been under so much attack. Now, earlier managerial failure made it an easier target, but this fault is not confined to the public sector. The private sector has been equally guilty.